Hello, and welcome to our short course on the principles of data visualization. In this course, we are going to study basically three things. The first one is the fact that the descriptive statistics, that is, the descriptive data analysis measures that we've seen in our course on data description, they are sometimes not enough for us to differentiate one data set from the other, in the sense that we can have some data sets that present exactly the same or very similar descriptive measures, but that have completely different visualizations. This will be the first part of this short course. In the second part, we are going to study two visual processing characteristics. The first one is what we call pre-attentive processing. Pre-attentive processing means that some features, some characteristics of visuals, they can be perceived without a focused attention. When we simply have a look at it, we realize some differences between the pictures based on these pre-attentive features. And the second characteristics that we are going to study are the so-called Gestalt principles. These are principles that allow us to better organize and cluster and characterize the visual information. In the third and last part of this short course, we are going to discuss some design principles for data visualization. And the focus will be on graphs and tables. We are going to present some guidelines to design visually appealing graphs and visually appealing tables. Welcome to this short course on visualization principles. In this course, we are going to see three main concepts. The first one is the fact that data visualization complements data description, in the sense that the descriptive statistics may lead to different visualizations. Then we are going to discuss the fact that some visual features are perceived without focused attention. And then we are going to present some guidelines for the visual perception and explanation of how we naturally organize and group visual elements into meaningful patterns based on their visual characteristics. In 1973, a statistician named Francis Anscombe created 4 datasets known as the Anscombe's Quartet with 11 pairs of values, each one and identical summary statistics, but with different distributions and shapes. Let's have a look at these datasets. As we can see here, dataset 1 has 2 variables, variable x and variable y. Variable x has 11 values. First one is 10, then we have 8, 13, so on and so forth. And variable y starts with 8.04, 6.95 until 5.68. The mean of x is 9. The mean of y is 7.5. The standard deviation of x is 3.16. The standard deviation of y is 1.94. The correlation between the two variables is 0.82. And the linear regression model is 3 plus 0.5 times x. When we look at dataset 2, we can see that it has the same x values, but it has different y values. The summary measures for dataset 2 are the same as the summary measures for dataset 1, though the y variable is completely different from the y variable of dataset 1. A similar analysis can be made for dataset 3. If we look at it, the variable x is the same as the variable x for datasets 1 and 2. However, the variable y is different as well. In the case of dataset 4, we have different x values and also different y values. But all 4 datasets present the same summary measures. If we look at the scattered plots of these 4 datasets, we can see that they have very different distributions, though they present the same linear regression model. And this is the main argument that we want to make here. The fact that datasets with the same summary measures, they can present different distributions. This is one of the reasons why data visualization is an important complement for the summary measures or for the descriptive measures. Another example of the complementarity between summary statistics and visualization is the Datasaurus dozen dataset. It contains 13 bidimensional datasets with completely different data distributions, as we can see here, but which present the same summary statistics. The interestingness of this dataset is that each plot or each dataset has a shape that is appealing to us. For example, this is called dataset Dino, this is called Away, this is called H lines for horizontal lines, these are the vertical lines, this is the X shape, the star, the high lines, the dots, the circle, bullseye, slant up, slant down, and finally the wide lines. And here we can see the summary measures for all these 13 data sets. The mean of the variable X is 54.26, mean of variable Y is 47.83, the standard deviation of X 16.71, standard deviation of Y 26.84. Their correlation are minus 0.06, and the linear regression model is 53.45 plus minus 0.1 times X. Thank you for watching and see you in our next class.